What's up, race fans? You're watching Bazinga Autosport. My name is Gabe, and we are here in Australia on Phillip Island for a Formula Renault 2.0 race, starting second from last in the top split, about 1.6 seconds a lap off the leader's pace in terms of qualifying. Hopefully we get through this race without too much damage or too much craziness happening. I'm still really nervous with this car. I'm not used to it, and so yeah, these races are definitely exciting for me, and being able to control this car is right on the edge of my skill level. So because it's on the roadside, I have a tendency to drop iRating when I run the Formula Renault race and pick some up when I run the Skip Barber. So not really changing iRating too much because of that. So we'll see what happens here. Hopefully we can pick up a few positions from accidents, and I feel like the car is pretty consistent. I'll give credit to Thomas Jordan for his setup. Thank you for sharing that, sir. Made a few tweaks to it, and we'll see how it runs. Here we go with the lights.
Green, green, green! Right side. Stay on the left. Keep to the left. Clear on the right.
One off, trying to come back on. A little bit more contact.
Car right. Still there. Hold your line. Clear on the right. Right side. Clear on the right. Right side.
Whoa.
Go left. Keep to the left.
Wow. He drove that really hard in there and went up on the curb. And I thought he was going to hit me, so I ran extra wide. And didn't end up hitting me. I'm not sure how he regained control. That's going to be one for the replay later.
You got a slow car on the right. Go right.
Got hit from behind there. Hopefully that doesn't make give me too much of an aero problem. See if the car's down on speed here on the front straightaway. It definitely checked up pretty hard. Seems like we're okay. And we're up to ninth. Oh, what do you know about that? First lap heroics rarely work out, guys. Just try and get through that first lap, survive, take a couple of positions if you can. But oftentimes, it's going to be way better just to hang out. Am I reeling these guys in? It looks like I might be. Either that or they were competing and gave up a bunch of speed up through the corner. Looks like some pretty experienced drivers up there. About my iRating. Keep digging, he says. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to keep up with these guys. They're competing, and that's what's giving me the speed. struggling to get into that corner correctly and out of it correctly without too much wheel spin. This is another corner that you can really lose the car, just like I almost did there. The driver behind me was faster in practice than I was, by a solid margin.
My car ahead, car stop on the right, go left.
Wow. Well, saw that coming. The three of them have been fighting it out quite a bit, and hammer and tong. It's like one of them got the worst of it. So that's going to upgrade us to 8th place. And 3 laps in the book, still not an incident. Well, we did get hit. Guys, I checked up because of the spin. Try to keep it really smooth. Smooth and steady is what wins, or what finishes. So we already got 4. A 4X. Not my most brilliant moment there, checking up so much. Feel kind of bad for the guy behind me because he might have ended up having front wing damage. Oh boy. I'm gonna get gobbled up here. Stay to the outside. Going for it, as I expected.
Stay on the left. Clear.
Don't know why I lifted there. Well, another one off. Guys, if you just keep it on the racetrack and go a little bit slower, things tend to work out much better for you.
Well,
Right side. Still there. Clear on the right.
I don't want to fight these guys.
Car right. Clear on the right. Right side. Clear.
Oh, and the pole sitter's behind me. No wonder. No wonder. There's a bunch of them. How did I get so far up in front? Definitely a point of discomfort for me. I know these guys are running faster times than I am. I'm just trying to keep the car on the track, if I'm honest. So I have no idea where we're going to end up cycling out here. Just trying to keep the car on the track again. Almost a third of the way through. I'd be thrilled with the top 10.
Left side. Still there. Hold your line. Clear. Left side. Stay on the right. Clear on the left.
I definitely got a better drive off than he did. Definitely have a little bit of a run on this guy. Not going to be able to do much with it, though. Oh, I really enjoy this track. This track is very fast. It's a challenge to drive in these little cars. At least for me. A bunch more of them catching up to me here. Oh man, it's hard to keep the power down through that corner. We're closing right back up to Scott here. Come on, buddy. Keep me in it. Down to 10th, it looks like. Let's just try and stick with Scott. I know we're going to drop out of the top 10 here if Chris catches up to us. Really hard on the brakes there. Well, it is beautiful that I can get a tow from this guy. Oh wow, I slowed down way too much there. I think I'm a little bit better coming out of this corner here, which I find hard to believe, but it seems like I'm always picking up time on him down the front straightaway. So I'll take that. I think I'm getting close to being out of draft range, though.
You got 10 laps to go.
Which is kind of crummy. Yeah, definitely. Pretty much out of draft range at this point. Yeah, he's pulling away from me now. Lost the draft. Darn. A little bit better through there. Whew. That is a dicey exit. That corner is just so dicey on exit. It's scary. Oh man, that corner is scary. Well, we hung out in the draft for a couple of seconds anyways. A couple of laps. Chris, I'm not going to fight you. He's way faster than me. There's no point in making that a battle. Probably got way more practice. Way more practice, a lot more racing experience than I do. Just let him go by. every lap. Every lap I get freaked out there. Chris is within a second. I don't know if I made him slow up or if he just kind of made a little bobble.
Right side. Clear.
See if I can stay with him. And paint your car, for crying out loud. Whoa! Guess I'm driving in there pretty hard. With a different cornering philosophy there. It's going in way wider than I am. I don't understand that corner yet. Well, I gotta say, people complain about the damage model for these formula cars, and if I'm being honest, this thing is built like a tank. I got hit from behind pretty hard there on lap 2, I think it was. Car is not performing any differently than what I would expect it to. Doesn't mean I'm not damaged, it just means it's not bad enough to where I feel it. Just over 6 laps to go. And we're back out of the top 10. Maybe a little bit of good luck. Good racing luck will get us back in it here. Pole sitter's going for a pass for 9th place there. He must have been involved in something pretty treacherous at the beginning of the race. Yeah, it looks like we're going to level up. Whoa, stay off the wall. We're not going to level out anywhere except in the pits. So looks like we're going to level out in about 11th place. Pulling away from the driver behind me, and I'm being pulled away from, as you can see here. Each race, though, I get a little bit quicker with this car. A little bit better. Need to keep practicing when I can. Practicing has been difficult the last couple of weeks. And as you would typically expect in a formula race, where there's no pit stops, or virtually no strategy after that. Drivers are leveling out according to their setups and skill levels. 5 to go here, and I don't see any chance I'll get another position here. And I spoke too soon. Thank you, Freebie. His name was Jesse Sanchez. Well, I think we have a top 10 car as far as setup is concerned. If you're looking for driver skill, I'm just happy to be in the top 10. Or back in the top 10. Boy, look at Chris go. Whoa. Got a little lead foot with that throttle coming out of the hairpin. Not a good place to do that, Gabe. There's just enough throttle control required with this car that it's a challenge for me to drive. But I can still, most of the time I can still save it if I drive smart. And again, the key to being fast with any car is just smooth, deliberate movements of the steering and throttle, of which I am not a very good example. Better than some, but not a good example overall.
You've got about 5 laps of fuel left.
Looks like I made the right fuel selection. Thank you, forums. Come on. Come on, car. Oh, interesting. 2 guys have gotten by Nick. I think my top 10 might be in danger here. 7 seconds. Mid-pack guys are running 27s. I was a 28.4 that last time by. Definitely slower. Another car off the track.
Go left.
Really, dude? Come on. It's very unnerving when you don't see him slow down at all on re-entry. They're just kind of like, yeah, I'm getting back on, and I hope that's okay with you. Like, I don't know if you saw me, or if you're just kind of thinking that I'm going to slow up for you, or what. Don't really want to slow down for you, but I'd rather not hit you.
You've got 2 laps to go.
Just be smooth. Just be smooth. I know this guy's faster than me, and hopefully, I don't think I can hold him off for a lap. I think he's gonna, that was a pretty aggressive re-entry, in my opinion. So, if he catches up to me, I'm not gonna, definitely not going to fight him. Just hopefully he chooses to make the move in the right place, where it doesn't slow us either of us down too terribly much. after a few laps, I'm really loving this setup.
White flag, one more left to go.
Thank you very much, Thomas. Appreciate all that you're doing on the forums to get people familiar with the car and a setup that's relatively drivable. Gosh. I think I'm in a hurry to get to the finish line or something. Maybe we won't lose too terribly much iRacing. Wow. He drove that in really hard. Almost hit me. I just happened to look up at the right time and saw him. I'm like, oh geez, if he goes any further. That was better than him through that corner. I really feel like he's going to try something down into the hairpin, though, and that's scary, because
car on your left. Clear on the left. Car on your left. Still there. Hold your line. Clear on the left.
Well, we're going to have a talk about that one. That may or may not have been my fault.
Alright, there's the checkered flag. Great job, you did really well.
Okay, 9th place. Let's back it up and take a look at that. Corey, I think that was my fault, buddy. I'm sorry. I'm taking a look at it now. I feel like I did kind of close the door on him. Oh. Well. I don't know. Let's take a look at it from his cockpit. He already disconnected, so I'm probably going to have to issue him an apology. Well, I don't know. This is one of those cases where it's hard for me to make a decision unbiased. It is the last lap of the race. He's definitely alongside at this point, and he's taking a really wide line. He's at lockup. Man, that is close. That's not intentional on my part. If you look at it again, let me know in the comments what you think, but this is really close. I mean, he's not really alongside me here, and he does have a better exit. I don't know. I feel bad. That should not have happened. I probably should have left him room, but it is the last lap of the race, and well, let's take a look from Chopper. It is the last lap of the race, so maybe there's a little bit of give and take there. I did close the door on him a little bit, I think. Yeah, there's... could have been 6 of one, half dozen of another there, if I'm honest. I probably should have left the door open. Corey, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. That's the way it goes, though. Next time I'll make sure to leave the room, but I feel like that's a little bit aggressive there, too, since I am making an exit. The spotter's telling me yes and no, but you're in there, you're not in there. Not entirely sure. All right, well, thank you for riding along with Bazinga Autosport today. Hope you enjoyed the race. If you did, hit that like button. Really would appreciate it. If you like to watch these race videos, hit the subscribe button. You'll be notified via email or however you have your YouTube's account set up to have notifications sent to you. Pardon me while I butcher everything in that last sentence. Next week, Formula Renault goes to Monza, Italy. We're back from the future and going to Chicane City, in my opinion. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.